Good afternoon, US. Good evening, UK. Hope everyone's well. And welcome to Paranormal Path Peeps. And tonight we have Emily. How are you doing?
I am good, thank you.
Oh, it's brilliant. So, Emily, you have a team, don't you? You've got your own group.
Yep.
So, what's your group?
It's called Emily Paranormal, and we are just a small group of people, not so much open to the public, more sort of investigators rather than people that are looking to go on a ghost hunt.
Yeah,
So,
it is
yeah,
so
we keep
different,
it
isn't
small.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, where did the paranormal start for you then?
My first experience, I was 13 years old, and it was it was unusual. I was at my grandma had passed away about 2 weeks previous to the experience,
Oh,
so I was
wow.
lying in bed, looking at the bottom of the bed. I woke up, looked at the bottom of the bed, and I saw a full-bodied apparition of my grandmother.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, if someone had said at the age of 13 I was going to see that, I would have been scared, but I
Yeah,
wasn't.
that's
I felt
right.
love and warmth from it. And it's quite strange because she looked very young. She had sort of young face, curly hair, not the old grandma that I knew, but I knew it was
Oh,
her,
wow.
which is quite strange, because I sort of knew her as the old lady, my old
Yeah.
grandma. But yeah, she looked very young and fresh, and I just felt love, warmth, and comfort.
Oh,
I
that's
laid back down
beautiful.
and went to sleep. And then
Yeah.
waking in the morning, I did think, was that a dream? Was it me? Not sure.
Oh, bless you.
And that's kind of what got me into it, because I thought, what, how, why, when, and I wanted to know more about
Oh,
how it could be
wow.
possible. So yeah,
Yeah. So how soon was that after she passed? Sorry.
it was about 2 weeks after she
Oh,
passed.
2 weeks. So
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
recovered quite quickly, sort of thing. Like they
yeah,
always say, like if somebody passes them, they go back to a life when, things were right for them, don't they?
yeah, yeah. That's right.
So, oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was so good to see her like that, though.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was
Oh,
comforting.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, bless you. So, after that, what did you do? Did you get books or?
Yeah, I was always going, like, back then, to the library, getting books out on sort of local haunted places, just haunted places in the UK, reading up about them and sort of imagining going there, how exciting it would be. But obviously, back then, it wasn't really, I don't think there was sort of paranormal ghost hunt groups. If there was, I didn't know about them. So
Yeah, there weren't
uh,
that many. No,
no, no. So yeah, it was sort of, I just read up about it, and I was always interested, always.
that's brilliant.
Yeah.
So, when was the first ghost hunt you went on?
It was only about 2 years ago,
Wow,
so not very long ago. But I've just sort of thrown myself into it, and I'm just so passionate about it, and I do go out most weekends. So it's
it's
quite
weird, isn't it? Once it gets you, oh, there's one of your partners,
a
one of your parapals, Mark. It's crazy though. Once it grabs you, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you get the bug, definitely. And it's
Yeah,
wanting to find out more, and how and why, and the information you want to sort of keep researching into things.
yeah. It's
Mm.
it's just so addictive. Really,
Yeah,
it is like a lot of us here. Like Christopher Charlie's got his own events company.
yeah,
Brilliant haunted house events. So
yeah.
been out with them. I've got Jeanette and everyone here. We sort of all go out and sort of enjoy it. Yeah, Robbie. But it's true because you start off, and I just used to go. I've got flashing lights. Didn't actually believe in ghosts,
Yeah,
and then once something happened to me, that was it.
yeah.
So for years I'd do like the odd event now and
Right.
then that was it. Once something happens and you get that bug.
Definitely. Yeah, yeah. It's that first proper experience, isn't it? And it grabs you, and yeah, you're addicted.
Yeah. So where was that first event then?
It was in my home. The first event, the first
Yeah.
paranormal event. That was at Ramsey Rural Museum
All right.
in
Okay.
Cambridgeshire, and that was with Mark Edgerton from Rising Phoenix. Uh,
Right.
he's the author of The Haunted History of Huntingdonshire.
Oh, brilliant.
I was on his page, always being interested in paranormal. He had a competition because his group is again very small, sort of a private group, and he had a competition where two people could win a chance to go out with them on an investigation. So I entered the competition and I won a place. So I went out with him, had an awesome evening with him, and on the way home I sort of said, how can I get into this without going to some of the bigger events groups? Not that I have against big events groups, but just I wanted to stay with a small group. So he had a chat with a couple of the members on the way home, and they decided that they would like to invite me to join the group. So that's how I got started. So
that's a fantastic opportunity, something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
when you get out with people sort of who are really interested, and it's sort of being a private group.
Yeah.
So, you get to go to locations. Did they hire locations? Like, obviously, you met him at Hyde one. Or did they go out and about in the area sometimes as well?
No, they hire locations. So shortly we'll be going to Huntingdon Commemoration Hall.
Wow, okay.
And we've done Whittlesea Museum with Rising Phoenix. So they hire places, and we go out together. It's really nice. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. So I noticed that you say you're a developing medium.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
Again, it's something I've always felt a calling to do. I've always wanted to do. And over the years, I've seen different mediums who have said to me, "You can do this. You will do this."
Wow.
That's different mediums at different times over the years.
Yeah.
And then probably it was before COVID, so 4 years ago, a medium told me that I will do this when the time is right, but it's not right for me now. But then eventually, because my children were very small, lots of small children, so eventually it was just after COVID. I just fell into this mediumship circle at the local spiritualist church.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So I've been going there since just after COVID.
That's great. So do you give readings then?
I don't do private readings, no. I use it mainly.
Do them at church.
Paranormal, yeah. We do readings on each other at church for practice and things like that.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll read for family.
Yeah.
But I prefer not to, and I think that's a confidence thing. Because it's I think to give a message is such a special and important thing, and because I'm still sort of early days, I'll get a message in, but I sometimes don't trust myself.
Yeah. Totally get you on that. I'm the same.
Yeah. I think I'm just too scared.
I know, because I was wondering about doing readings, Facebook Live readings.
Yeah.
Between Christmas and New Year, but I just bottled it.
Yeah.
Like, the longer you leave it, you're not going to, it's just that taking that first step, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
Because I have done a couple.
Yeah.
I had lessons with Sam Pert for a bit, and I did do a sort of couple of readings on his page. And that was weird, on Facebook, and like how that worked. Like, yeah, it's a massive confidence thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and it's such an important thing. If you're giving,
definitely, yeah, that's right.
It needs to be right. So,
and you certainly got to have faith in sort of the information you're getting as well. Which, you're told right, don't and it's it's just scary.
Definitely, yeah.
When you try it. So, of the locations, then, what sort of place do you prefer to go? What's your favourite place?
Oh, I think one of my favourite places has to be Hotcliffe House, I think it's the White Horse Inn at Hotcliffe, Leighton Buzzard.
Oh wow, okay.
It's now a private house, but it used to be a 17th century coaching inn, and that place is really, really active. I love it there. It's really good.
Oh wow.
But most recently, I think, having been to St Breville's Castle, I think that's also in my favourite box. So,
how many favourites can you have?
Well, there is quite a few actually. They're all my favourites, just listed down from 10 down.
Yeah, I have about 4 for different
Yeah,
reasons.
yeah,
Yeah, 4. Yeah, yeah. But then there's other places I want to go back to.
yeah,
So
definitely, yeah,
yeah, they've all got different reasons,
yeah,
and yeah.
exactly, yeah,
Oh, it's brilliant.
yeah.
So, what's your craziest experience then?
That would be really recently, actually. Two weekends ago, at Hinchinbrook House in Huntingdon,
Oh yeah, okay.
and you probably saw the video of me being pushed. That was probably when I say it wasn't scary because I'm not scared, but it
Right.
was certainly the most shocking thing that's ever happened to me. So I was upstairs um, in the what they call the bridal suite at Hinchinbrook House, and the medium Gary Fields was up
It's
there.
awesome.
He's brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I was sort of channeling through this female, and she was upset, and this sort of angry man seemed to be sort of uh, uh, not liking her being exposed.
Oh wow.
So we moved to another room. Nothing happened in there. Everything was fine. I was fine. Then we moved into the library, and I started to feel the anger of this man, and I knew it was him, and I felt the anger, and I started sweating and shaking, and
Oh my
telling him
gosh.
to step back, and eventually my team said to me, "Step up this end of the room, please." And I went to step away. I went to step. It felt like someone had ran at me and pushed me right in the middle of my back, and I fell down.
Oh
And
God.
yeah, that was quite shocking. So
Yeah.
that's the first time I've ever been pushed. So yeah,
Oh wow.
quite an
Yeah.
experience.
It is, isn't it? Because until I've never really had. No, I haven't really been pushed. Luckily. So,
Mm,
and I don't actually sense like people say they've been touched and stuff.
mm.
Very rarely I might feel it, but I don't know. It just seems like sometimes people do get interactive with more than others.
Yeah, yeah,
Whether it's your energy, I don't know, but it's
yeah,
just odd, isn't it? Like if people
yeah.
get scratched, it's usually the same person getting scratched, and they
Yes,
are
yeah,
scratched.
exactly. Yeah. See, I've never been scratched or
No, that's
in.
it.
Yeah,
But then, then someone says they've been scratched, they might get scratched again, and yet you've
yeah,
never been scratched, and the spirit's there, but I don't get it. I
yeah.
have no idea how it works. It's really strange, isn't
It
it?
is
On
definitely.
that way, but oh,
Mm,
it's just wonderful. It's just so different, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
So,
unusual. Good.
oh yeah, that's true. Human pendulum. Yeah, I've done the human pendulum. Yeah,
Mm,
it's interesting.
yeah,
Ah, that's it. Energy attracts the same energy.
yeah,
And
mhm,
yeah, that's it. Because like the sort of things I get overshadowed and stuff like that. They try and get really close to me and things. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I did want to punch Neil Packer the other week. Me and him were working at an event, and there's this like horrible energy, and all
Oh,
of a sudden, I had to get out the room quick. Yeah,
yeah. Sometimes you do just.
sometimes like, oh my gosh, what you do pick up that they're a bit
Yeah,
feisty.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, and sometimes you can feel the energy around someone change as well, can't you?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah. So you've investigated with Mark a lot.
Yes, I have. Yeah, yeah.
So he's a great medium as well. He's great
He,
at picking things up, isn't he?
yes, he is. Yeah, yeah. Being an empath, he really sort of picks up the feelings and the energies.
Yeah, and I kind of think like around him as well, you usually get some sort of activity.
Yes, yeah,
It's,
definitely. Yeah,
because of what's going on and stuff. But yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
what sort of equipment do you use when investigating? Do you use any or?
My favorite piece of equipment is my paper and pen. I take that
Excellent. That's good.
because I find if you pick things up as you're going along, earlier in the evening, you might pick up a name or a date or something. If you don't write it down, and it may mean nothing at that point, but
That's
then you
right.
go on into the evening, and all these things that you've written down through the night can add up and make sense. So
Yeah,
I find it important to carry my pad and pen with me.
that's
And I do love my spirit board. So
yeah.
that's one of my favourite tools.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, how many spirit boards have you got then?
I've only got 3, so
Only three, right?
it's not too bad. But I have just got a new one, which I haven't taken for a spin yet. So,
Yeah,
so I'm looking forward to that. It's made from oak. I had it made.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That looked gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah, there are some lovely ones about, aren't they?
yeah, the company that made it is called Vile 8, and yeah, have a look on there. They're awesome. They've got some good stuff.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when are you going again? Where are you going?
I am out at Hitchin School.
All right. Is that
Not
the
not the.
British School of Motors one? Is that one?
It's the British Schools Museum.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Dead Street School, I think it's called.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's in two weekends time. So I'm off this weekend, first weekend off for ages. So
What will you do? How will you manage?
oh, I might have to just nip down the road. There's a little derelict cottage where I live along the river, and I might just nip in there and have a little look round or something.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I've got the comment. Oh, where is it? Keeps moving up. Like with some of the stuff in the UK we don't do here, or no one's heard of it. If you've got any questions, Eric, then ask us. Eric's thinking about getting a spirit board tattooed.
Oh wow, awesome!
Oh yeah, nice one. I love that.
That's a brilliant idea.
Oh, Dead School are difficult to get hold of. Ah, so if you've got a contact number, let us
Okay,
know and I'll pass it on. Not that I
right.
could get Chris on the messenger. We could sort that out if we could get it. But yeah, human pendulums seriously have belief in. I'm fortunate to visit locations repeatedly. Could get the same spirits coming through each time with different people taking part. Gresley Old Hall, yeah, I love Gresley. It's kind of it's like your creepy haunted house.
Right, I've not been there, so
A lot
that's
of history, and also there's a sort of a monastery or something built near it at one stage.
okay.
The sorry, and some of the stones have been used in the building of that apparently.
Okay.
So yeah, it's
Yeah, I'll have to get there.
floorboards, freezing cold in winter, and I nearly got snowed in there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, a couple of years ago it just snowed, and we had to leave quickly because it was coming down in night. It was not the location to get stuck in, in the snow. No yeah. So do you have anything else? Do you have K2s, things like that?
Yeah, I have K2s, pendulums, dowsing rods, REM pod bear, automatic writing planchette,
Wow.
laser grid pen.
Yeah.
Have a lot of equipment. Not that I don't use much of it myself, but because I lead for a few different groups, so I've got my box of equipment, and then hi Terry. So I take my equipment with me, and then obviously anybody can use it, because it's all very well leading a group, but if you're sitting there doing like trying to tune in with mediumship, they're just sat there going, "Oh, what do we do?" So yeah, you need to sort of keep it going with equipment. So yeah.
Robbie's doing a vortex at the moment, so we should start building those. So that looks interesting. But yeah, I've seen some good images come through on vortexes.
Really?
Yeah, but smoke in front of them, and then you sort of get the faces and things like that. Pareidolia, I don't know, but sometimes it's really good images. So it's just one of those, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every bit of evidence, you just kind of wonder, don't you?
Yeah.
So, if somebody's like going to step into this, what would you suggest?
I would suggest just finding a nice group of people that you can trust. I think a lot of what we do is based on trust. I feel you need to trust the people you're with, because it is. I think paranormal activity is so easy to fake. So it's important to trust those that you're with. Don't go mad spending loads of money on equipment. You just buy yourself a few cheaper basic bits of equipment. Cat balls are great for start equipment. Cat balls and a K2. Go into it with a really open mind.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily get anything straight away.
No.
Spirit just comes to you when it feels like it. Doesn't
Yeah.
you know, like for years I just went for years and I just go to these public events and a few mediums are there and you just be sitting there and you get a flash here and first time it happens it's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, first experience K2 goes off, it's like, wow, you know, how cool is that? Now it's like, yeah, okay then.
Yeah.
We want something more.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Each time you want more and it's not enough, is it? And you think,
no.
Oh. Yeah.
Hiya, welcome. So we've got, which one of you saw had person come to talk to you about spirit that was at area that you visited? So if you had a spirit come to talk to you about, I'm confused, Anthony. Yeah. I'll have another go on that in a minute. So yeah, you've got to trust the people investigating with you. I think the worst time is like I went with some friends and we're at this event and there weren't many of us.
Yeah.
But me and my friends and this other lady, we all sat around a Ouija board, and I knew it was just going wrong. You know what I mean? It just wasn't going how it should, and you just know.
Yeah.
So one of the friends like backed off. And I said to everyone, just look into the air, close your eyes, look into the air.
Yeah.
Look into the air and then start moving, you know. And all of a sudden my friend says, close your eyes, Jacqueline. Well, my eyes are open. Close your eyes, but my eyes were closed. I thought, okay then. So I looked down, it's me and this other woman. So I moved my hand off a blanket and it was just Marilyn going on its own with her finger. Like, oh, okay. So yeah, that's kind of like why I keep away from Ouija board quite a lot. But you just got to be with people you trust.
Yeah. I mean, I would rather sit at a board for half an hour and have nothing at all than I would someone cheat. I'm not there for that. I'm there for information. I want names and dates and information. I don't want the excitement of a stone being flicked and someone putting the planchette around. It's that's not what you go to a scare night somewhere.
You might as well go to Scarefest. Something like that. You know, you do want, and especially like if you're practicing your mediumship as well.
Yeah.
You know, and do you find that you can have a conversation with a spirit though? How does it work for you, sort of thing?
For me, I see mostly. So in my third eye, I don't see them in front of me, but in my third eye, I can see a spirit. I can describe them. I don't yet hear them. So, but I get if I ask for a message, I can get one. But it's weird. I hear it in my head, but I don't hear it. You know, it's sort of, but I know it. So it's hard. It's hard to describe.
Yeah, that's right. Do you find that like if there is someone doing a human pendulum or if someone's doing a board or something, you'll get given the questions to ask people through spirit?
Yeah, that has happened. Yeah. The questions will just come through, you know, and you'll know the question that you want to or need to ask.
Yeah, that's it. And then it's always like, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's wonderful when you can sort of get that, isn't it?
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, definitely.
So Terry, I'd rather go home with nothing and have a fun night out with friends, and that's it. But don't you meet loads of people?
Oh, amazing!
I've met Terry now, and did a few investigations with Terry, and maybe meeting him at Gresley, but we're not sure yet because it clashes with a coronation. So it's like me booking an event in England. We're playing Germany in a football match.
Oh no!
Awkward. So yeah, it was haunted antiques. So went in the war room, I took my phone, which telly on it. And, we hope that the spirit will join in watching the footy with us.
Excellent.
It was. Oh, hello. Sorry about that. I might drop off again. Hold on, my internet is really dodgy at the moment. You just bear with me. Yeah, it's fine. It's back again. It's all right.
Yeah.
It gives you a warning because it just shows. I'm just cutting it on my phone just in case it's trying to do it through that. Okay. So Anthony says you see pictures, not thought. See events that happen in the era that the spirit was at. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see how the dress and stuff? Can you see?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'd see. So recently at Circle, we were doing a reading for each other, and I contacted Spirit, asked my spirit guide to communicate and bring someone through for someone in the room. So there was 5 of us in the room, and I got through the spirit of somebody's uncle, who. But while we're practicing, they don't say anything until nearer the end, so that we can't sort of feed off of them. And I saw him. He was dressed very modern, so he had like a white polo shirt on, blue jeans with a brown belt, and white trainers. So
Okay.
he was sort of modern and dressed sort of very sort of this day and age. So I can sort of see what they're wearing. So and by clothes, you can quite often tell what era they're from.
Oh gosh, definitely. Yeah, it's a giveaway. I think the best one recently I've spoken to, and he actually passed in 1999.
Right. Okay.
He was actually a former landlord, so we were on the board and we were asking him real questions
Yeah.
about the afterlife and things like that.
Yeah.
And it's great. And he was like, on the board, he spelt out, "How are you doing this?" So he was asking us how we were using the board, and yet we assume they're contacting. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it is weird to see it from some. Well, from somebody over the other side, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was such a cool bloke. He really was.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. So one of the regulars, like, they knew that we were arriving, and the
Yeah.
regular said, "Oh, ask if this person's there or something." Well, because this former landlord obviously knew this guy because he was a regular then as is now.
Yeah.
He actually came out with this bloke's name on the Ouija board.
Oh, fantastic.
So next day when the current landlord walked in and we said, "Oh, by the way, you know, he says hi and there's his name," and like he was blown away by that. But then you mentioned this other bloke's name.
Right.
Like, wow, you know.
Yeah.
And to get that validation and the fact that he'd actually asked and mentioned it.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing. I tell you what, I really do want to go back. So MJ Dixon's running a series of weekends at this specific location. I was on weekend number 1, and he came the first night on the board. He came through, and on the second night, we asked the current landlord if he wanted to sit with us on the board, and he was a bit scared. So it was a bit, even though he knew that the landlord was around him all the time, he knew that. He picked up on that. He was a bit concerned about using the board because, you know, because everyone says about demons and all that stuff, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
So, it was a special night. Well, a couple of nights, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
cool. Yeah, we put a drink on the bathroom as well.
Brilliant.
So the current landlord had a drink and sat next door to the pint put there for the old landlord, and we even asked him what he thought of the new landlord as well. When he wasn't there, he said he's okay, you know, and it was just lovely to have a proper conversation with somebody. Yeah, albeit on a board, but wow, and to get the validation.
Yeah.
And for people to actually know him and his personality and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to be able to back that up, that was just so amazing.
It is amazing, isn't it? definitely.
Yeah. So Anthony, find a spirit walker. When I use the spirit box, I get spirit in here. Just start talking to me, and everyone can hear answers to my question I'm asking. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
spirit boxes are brilliant, aren't they? They don't actually work for me.
I haven't got a spirit box actually. That's the one bit of kit I haven't got.
They don't always work on me. But so I was able to contact my little. Oh my gosh, my confirmation was when I felt him sit on the bed. Oh, it's beautiful. I didn't see him, but there was a dent as if someone was sitting there. Oh, that's
Oh,
so beautiful.
lovely.
Oh, that's lovely.
You can feel them when they're there, can't you?
Oh
You know
gosh,
when you're
yeah.
there.
Oh, my dad, like, you know what? Like, we did the conversation last week about equipment and cat balls, right?
Yeah,
And people say they don't work and they take them to bits and say, oh, they're rubbish, they're
yeah,
not designed for ghost hunting. Then what is realistically
yeah,
nothing,
exactly.
or if it is, then how do you know it's communicating?
Yeah.
But my dad loves cat balls. And I always know because, oh God, it's got this like giddiness about, and I feel the energy as well.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing.
And
You
I'll
know.
go, is that you, Dad? But by the time I've said, is that you? It's,
Yeah,
it's come on, it's flashed
yeah,
on. And
yeah.
I got these trip lights, so it's 10 tubes, very similar to a cat
Right.
ball, but one power pack on the end. So
Yeah.
slightly different, but work similar manner. I went to Derby Jail and my dad appeared there. He's playing with that. First time I had it, and it,
Oh,
it is funny, isn't it? But when
yeah,
you recognise the
yeah,
energy of somebody,
yeah, yeah. You can feel it, can't you? You know.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, their energy is good, isn't it? When it's somebody you know, it is so much warmth around you, isn't it?
yeah, definitely. Yeah, you just know, don't you? It's about you don't need to see or hear. You just know. It's just that knowing, isn't it? You just know they're there.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Chris has mentioned I'm a speaker at East Anglia Paranormal Investigators at Skegness, and I believe it's in June. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's at Church Farm. So I was actually a speaker there a couple of years ago and really loved it. Wayne Seaton's there as well, Neil Packer, and some others. So yeah, it's going to be a brilliant time again. It's scorching day last time we went. So it was lovely. Like we sort of outside, and then sort of went in to watch the speakers and everything.
Yeah.
And I met a girl who used to live in Hell House, Skegness Hell House.
Oh wow.
I know. So
Oh,
she me and Mark were investigating. Then she came over telling us the story, and it's like, wow, So
brilliant.
we're talking about ghosts, and she'd actually lived in a proper haunted house.
Fantastic.
So yeah, I'm friends with her now, and I actually she shared something. Oh gosh, I saw somebody share something today, and she's actually commented. But
Hmm.
yeah, to actually, oh bless you, Chris. Yeah, it's a trek, and you're always
Oh,
busy. Yeah, Chris like works like crazy because he does run events.
oh,
I met him last time at Dudley Castle. That was this year, so
right.
that was a
Hmm.
great night and met a lot of path. But yeah, definitely recommended. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Mark's trying to get there as well. So, but yeah, if you get a chance to go to Church Farm and Skegness,
yeah.
it's a wonderful location. It's quite a mixture because they've actually got buildings brick by brick and move them there.
Wow. Awesome. Yeah.
So it's really
Yeah.
weird, and it's also situated in a housing estate in Skegness.
Okay. Right. I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
didn't.
so if you don't know Skegness, it's like a seaside resort where a lot of people from the Midlands go. So
Yeah.
it's got all like amusement arcades and things like that. It's cheesy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got a beach and everything, and a real yeah, a seaside town can have really. So it like eases off a bit in winter. But
Yeah.
yeah, then there's this like museum right in the middle, which is like rural
Brilliant.
life, and it's got
Yeah.
some World War II stuff in a room as well, and
Excellent. Yeah.
stables, and yeah, it's farm equipment, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing, and it's amazing. Oh, it's got building what seems to have like an old school in there as well. So the
Wow.
different
So lots
energies
of
that you
history.
pick up,
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm booked in for the it's the test, isn't it? That's there.
Yeah, the Paranormal, yeah.
I'm booked in for that and the investigation afterwards.
Awesome. So. Yeah, I'll see you then.
Yeah.
I will meet you soon. That'd be good. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's about time I met up with you.
Yeah, definitely.
So
yeah.
paths haven't crossed yet. Cat balls work when you get several going off on command, then did nothing for ages before you invite spirit to touch them.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, people could take things apart and go, yeah, okay, scientifically, this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, spirit, where does that come into science?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't rule it out sometimes, can you? Like I say, if you've got 4 cat balls out and they've sat there for ages and nothing's happened, and then on command more than once or more than twice they're actually lighting up on command.
Yes.
That what is that? It must be something,
Yeah, like I've had it. Like this one particular night, it was going off like crazy because I was sitting with the fireplace behind me, and I don't know all night they were going off. So then I did the show, and it's going off, and it was happening. If you would have seen it, and why? Why they sit on the shelf all the time?
Yeah,
why don't they go off every day? I talk to other podcasts. I
Yeah.
watch TV. I've got the dog barking. Why?
Yeah.
So and it's just odd, isn't it? This is an interesting question then. Have you ever ran into a spirit doorway?
No.
No, I haven't. Wow.
No.
Interesting.
No, that is interesting.
Yeah. The weirdest, well, there's a lot of weird things in paranormal. One of the weird things I did, I was driving up the motorway, and I think I picked up somebody from the road who'd probably been run over. So I was driving, doing 70 miles an hour. All of a sudden, only like one small part of me was present in the here and now.
Right. Okay.
I just got bombarded by something.
Gosh.
And you're trying to carry on driving, and that's shocking. I had a passenger, and I said, I'm not right. Something's happened here. So by the time you try and get to hard shoulder, it was easing off by then. It was fine, but
how strange.
But you get all these weird things, don't you? And you just can't.
You can't explain them. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. There's something about asking a spirit, will you touch my balls?
That is best, isn't it? When you're all sitting there saying,
it is.
Like, can you please touch my balls, make my balls flash, and just you can't laughter back. But I think it's important to have a laugh anyway. You've got to have fun at certain times. Otherwise, you can be sitting there for 7 hours, 6 hours, and it can be dull. So
that's right. Yeah,
good energy.
But don't you find that if you're sort of ignoring them, like once again, I was working last week, week before, and not a lot was happening. So somebody has said something, so I was just checking out CCTV.
Yeah.
And a bottle was thrown.
Yeah.
So it's like, hello, we're here. Because they were being really quiet. So we thought, well, somebody said something, and we're just checking that had been said, because they were like denying it. Because I think the guy had got somebody around him. Okay. So his response wasn't what I thought it would or should have been.
Yeah.
So and he said, denied he'd said it, and said, so we're just checking that. Then all of a sudden, this bottle, and we went up, we checked.
Yeah.
And it falling, it wouldn't land there. So it was obviously pushed with some force.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it wouldn't have landed so far away. But
yeah.
Oh my God, here we go. It's more embarrassing asking to touch your flashy ball. Oh my God. Have you seen a gateway spirit pass through, or shall we say a portal? Have you seen a portal?
I haven't seen a portal, no.
Been aware of them?
I'm aware of them, yeah. Well, saying that, when we were at St Breville's Castle, there was a mirror which possibly was the portal but again, I'd not seen anything sort of to make me know that was a portal. But it's sort of possibly where something was coming through. But I'm aware of portals.
Yeah. Sometimes like you can feel the energy from them as well. Sort of certain what you can't you? And
definitely.
It's just brilliant, isn't it? What we do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So, how many people have you met this year through this? You meet people on Facebook, then you go and investigate with them, and it's amazing, isn't it?
I've met some absolutely amazing people, and that's not only my love for the paranormal, but just the people I work with are just brilliant. Just recently, I've got some of the people I met sort of really early on who I've stuck by and have helped me out, and we're there for each other. It's absolutely wonderful. And then some really new people I've met sort of just last weekend.
I met awesome.
Fifth Sense Paranormal.
All right.
They are absolutely brilliant, awesome to work with. So I've made some really, really good friends, and I treasure their friendships and everything we do together. It's just brilliant.
Yeah. It is fantastic, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah. I love working with different people and different teams, finding out the way people work, because there's so much you can pick up from different people, because everyone has different experiences. So I like to just work with everyone and gain experience from those people. Yeah.
Have you got some background sound up?
No, I think my children just walked up the stairs past the door.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It's all right. Sometimes I find like we're getting voices in the background, but that one can be explained, so that's okay. But sometimes it gets a bit weird on these podcasts. But hey ho, we do what we do.
Yeah.
So, what's your favourite place to investigate?
I think it's probably going back to what I said before, Hotcliffe House. The coaching in is quite a small place, but it's really active, and I'm looking forward to going back there soon. Actually, I've booked it.
Awesome.
In a month's time, I'm back there. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So, what era are the spirits from mainly?
Sort of the 17th, 18th century.
Brilliant.
So there is one spirit there. Twice now, I picked up on the spirit of this sort of drunk, elder-ish sort of man. He presents himself in like a cap, stumbling down the stairs of the cellar, and twice I've been there, and twice he's affected me with laughter. It gets me. So we're all very serious, and then all of a sudden I start giggling, and then I'm into these sort of belly laughs, uncontrollable belly laughs. And my team are looking at me thinking, "Oh my goodness, what is she doing?" And I just lose control of myself for a little while. And I feel that it's him that does that to me. I think it's how he portrays himself. He was drunk and funny, and it gets me.
Oh, it is funny though when you do start laughing, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
you can't stop it.
No. It's
I want to laugh now, but it's around. But
might affect you, definitely.
David likes Elveston Castle. He got a cat ball going off there, and no one was near it. And that's it. Here you go. Well, I use one cat ball for yes and one for no. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, because I just use, I've got a few. I usually have a few dotted around, but they always sort of interact with the wall.
Yeah.
So I never, I'm going to try that actually.
Yeah, I've not used that idea yet. So
because I just use the one to go yes, basically. So if it flashes, it's a yes. Nothing happens. You take the assumption that the response is no, but it might not be any, it might not be anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, REM pods are cool.
Yeah.
I've got one. It's noisy, and I tell you what, if REM pods do go off, they can be annoying.
They can be, especially if you're using walkie-talkies and radioing through to the other room.
Oh God, and it sets them off as well. Yeah,
it can be quite annoying.
So having laugh is important, especially if you have people around you that you like and trust.
Yeah.
So it is, isn't it?
Chris has worked with me, so
oh, okay, that's cool.
He knows how crazy I am.
Oh,
Yeah, we definitely
yeah.
had a laugh. Yeah,
I don't know, but you also get attracted to similar sort of people as well, don't you?
yeah,
You quickly
definitely.
work out who you don't gel with,
Yeah,
and then you kind of find like the people you like naturally get drawn to, whether it's through
yeah,
spiritualism or whatever. But you've just got a natural bond, haven't you? Like
yeah,
kind of straight away as well in this,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know. Like first time I met Chris, we were laughing and I was nearly crying because
yeah,
we just got on Chris Chow, it's I think we spent I spent about half an hour chatting at the end of the
yeah,
event, like
yeah.
just investigating. And you're just like, oh mate,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but it's so
Meeting people
good.
it's a big thing. Meeting people, it's
Yeah,
one of the nicest parts of it. It's brilliant. Yeah,
yeah. But you kind of meet people on the internet, but then to meet them in person, they're actually not much different from the person you perceive them to be.
yeah,
You,
yeah.
you get a good indication, don't you, of
Yes,
how they
definitely.
act and stuff. And then
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
meet them, you kind of you feel like you've known them for
yeah.
years.
Exactly. Yeah, you
It's
do.
really,
Yeah.
I like this. This is. Does anyone know if you can have a waking out of body?
Like, is that like astral travel type
Yeah,
thing?
you
So
can. You can. Well, you could do a trance, can't you? I don't.
yeah, yeah,
Which is different. I'm not
yeah,
sure. That's an interesting one.
yeah, yeah. That
Yeah,
is interesting.
yeah. I've never done astral. I don't think.
No, it's something
Uh,
that really interests me, and I have read a little bit about it, and I
yeah,
really, really would love to astral travel, but I think it's not something you can do easily. It's not simple. So yeah, I think I'd need to practice and read up quite a lot.
yeah. Oh no, we haven't. I haven't been to the USA yet.
No.
Sorry. No. Queen Mary. I'd love to go there. Where would you like to go in the US? So
Um,
many places, aren't there?
yeah, yeah. So there is so many. Salem, Alcatraz,
Oh,
anywhere. I'd,
Salem, yeah.
I'd go anywhere, anywhere in the USA would be amazing.
Gettysburg.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to go to that Gettysburg annual meet
Mm,
because
yes,
they all meet up at Gettysburg. Oh my God, can you imagine that?
it'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Uh, I was looking because my dad used to work on the Queen Mary in 1959 because
Wow,
I've got the original vaccination certificate. I found the photo yesterday of them. So I posted it on my
awesome.
page.
Oh,
And I always wanted to go to Queen Mary, but then I looked where Queen Mary was to where
mhm.
Gettysburg is. Oh,
Yeah,
God, it's too far.
yeah, yeah,
We're only from a small country, all right?
yeah.
For us,
Exactly.
a long way is 6.5 hours driving to Scotland,
Yeah,
and I'm in the middle of England, but to go,
mm,
oh, I don't get how you can travel, but I guess you fly everywhere because,
I think
oh
you'd have.
no, yeah. I know some do drive, well, Route 66 and stuff, but
Yeah,
my gosh. Oh, here you go. Question. Do you believe that spirit reacts to our voices when we call out, or does spirit read our thoughts, energy, and intent most? I've tested this and I've noticed a voice only benefits the living. Spirits don't need sound. They can read the energy and thoughts we put out, which is why positivity is the key.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you start. You,
Well, yeah, I agree that you don't need voices. So if I'm using spirit board and I'm calling out for the benefit of the other people around the board and in the room.
yeah.
Otherwise, if I'm doing it in my mind, they obviously haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. So if I'm at home and I'm communicating with spirit, it's all in my mind. I don't sort of sit there sort of talking to myself as such. So yeah, I believe they don't need our voices, but obviously we use them in investigations for the benefit of
Yeah.
others around us.
Yeah, that's it because like I've had conversations and generally if it is an event you've got somebody with dowsing rods or something.
Yeah,
So I'll get the information and if they're doing the human pendulum, if they're doing um the other pendulum or anything. So
yeah,
yeah, I'd get given a question, so then I'd ask it.
Yeah.
And you just get these popped into your head, or you get the images, don't you? And
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, because you can sometimes get the voices, but you usually get the information first, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't often get voices. It is just
Yeah, just
like
on these sort of
that thought. Yeah.
SB7 or something, you sometimes
Yeah.
get the voices through,
Yeah.
or obviously EVPs, but I don't
Yeah.
generally get those coming through.
No. No.
It's only work. I've done the Estes method a few times, and I do get things.
Yeah.
But when I've tried it on my own with my own energy, and there's just a couple of us, and we were at an investigation at Shepton Mallet, I was picking up on this prisoner all this information. Then at the end on the SB7, he said, "I must apologise twice."
Oh wow.
It's clear as day, but because of the nature of what I was picking up on,
Yeah.
because the family were probably still around who of the victim,
Okay. Yeah.
straight away I decided I couldn't film it, but I wished I had, because then I would have got
Yeah.
these two amazing comments on the SB7.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just awesome what you get there,
Yeah.
isn't
It is definitely. Yeah.
it?
Absolutely.
Hi Helen, hope you're okay.
Hello.
So Helen's with Haunted Heritage,
Okay.
just on the team. Still an experiment. People are trying to figure that out. Yeah, I think that Hear a Child, yeah, it's yours, isn't it?
You know what? I think I can only just hear them, but I'm quite
Yeah.
surprised I can hear them actually because they are downstairs. So,
Okay.
but yeah, but obviously the iPad's picking them up.
Oh, Gettysburg, yeah.
Oh,
But
lovely.
yeah, there's so many photos from Gettysburg as well.
Yeah,
And they look good photos, don't they?
yeah,
Because a lot of
yeah.
the photos you get, the pareidolia, the dust, something else, but some of the ones from Gettysburg,
So yeah,
they
they
look real. The
them. Yeah.
soldiers and things like that.
Oh,
Oh,
Al,
Alcatraz, my
oh,
God.
so lucky. Oh,
Yeah,
one
but
day.
how would you cope on Alcatraz, though? Because if you're empathic and you pick up the feelings,
Yeah,
the emotions, once
yeah,
you get on there, you're stuffed, aren't you?
yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
definitely.
escape.
Yeah, but would be an experience. It would be
Yeah,
awesome. Mm.
yeah. Have you been to any prisons in the UK?
No, not yet. No, I'm due to go to the Steelhouse lockup in Birmingham.
Awesome, been there, yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully Shepton Mallet Prison soon as well.
I've been there as well, yeah. I went to Shepton this year, last year, I don't know.
Yeah,
Recently, it was one which was kind of put back from COVID loads, so yeah.
right. Yeah,
Richard Estep wrote a book and has mentioned my name in there a few times because I was picking stuff up. I was picking stuff up mediumistically, and
yeah,
because since I'm like when I first met him about 4 or 5 years ago, the mediumship's come on more.
right.
So I think it
Yeah,
like shocked him. It's like what,
yeah,
you're there and like someone's doing human pendulum,
yeah,
and I picked up carpenter, and he carpenter what?
yeah.
But yeah, and then he sort of got more information. But oh my god, yeah, Shepton, yeah, you can't do it in one night. I did
Right.
it in 2 nights. I stayed right near the Glastonbury.
Okay.
So I was
Yeah.
camping. So I put a tent up, did 2 nights at Shepton, and spent a night on the campsite just to recover because I
Oh,
think it was till like 3 or 4 a.m. So
yeah.
absolutely awesome place. But
Brilliant. I look
oh
forward to
my gosh, yeah.
that.
I didn't get to go around the town either, but you've got some really old buildings around there.
Yeah.
And obviously with Glastonbury nearby, it's
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant.
Love Glastonbury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a few like areas we went into, and we went into the cell, and like I picked up on a guy there and picked up on his story there, and it was, oh gosh, and
Yeah.
it's just brilliant when you can just tune into somebody, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It is
And
an amazing
oh
thing to do. Definitely. Yeah.
yeah, I want you on a show, Chris. I'll make him go quiet. I know.
God.
I'm cheeky. Um, Being an intuitive, I had to prepare myself when I visited Alcatraz.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
JD picking up on a guy. I'm just as bad. Roof in jail. Try that.
Okay.
See, the
Okay.
thing is, Toe's down south, so he's got all these cool places he's been
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
But when he sort of comes this direction, sort of meet up, and like he runs investigations, so
Yeah.
just for experienced para people, and they're great.
The middle of the end of April, towards the end of April, I'm going down to. There are some prison cells in. Where am I going? Dorchester Falls.
Oh, okay.
And that was an old courtroom, and there are some prison cells in there. So that will be my sort of first experience of prison cells.
Oh
So
no.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they are amazing, and
Yeah.
if you can get shut in one as lone vigil.
Yeah. We're sleeping over, so I'm hoping I can
Oh,
actually
okay, that's
into
cool.
one of the
Yeah,
cells.
it's like Bodmin looks cool. I know. Oh
Yeah.
dear, I know. Like it's been changed into a hotel, but yeah, to
Yeah.
sleep in a prison cell is quite cool, isn't it?
It is brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so that's
Yeah.
definitely on my list. If I go down to Bodmin, I need to go to
Yeah.
the Jamaica Inn and so
Yes.
many places down there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, awesome. Um, I did have an experience in D Block of Alcatraz. Felt someone trying to hold my hand. My husband said they were trying to steal my rings.
Wow.
They're not going to change, are they? If we're in prison,
No. Oh, exactly.
old habits die hard and all that. There they go.
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't think about that, do you? But yeah.
No. No.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. That
That is an
is.
awesome experience.
Yeah. So, where would you like to go in the UK? Apart from where we've mentioned, is there anywhere special?
Chillingham Castle
Oh wow, yeah.
to go to. We have got plans to go sort of later in the year. So we're just putting things together at the moment.
Oh,
But
fantastic.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's somewhere I really want to go to. Yeah,
Yeah. I've
definitely.
made it that far, but I parked just outside and I got the dog.
Wow.
So I left the car there for a second, legged it up the drive, just saw it, I couldn't go
Oh,
in. And they had a churchyard next door. And that
okay.
church is as creepy as hell.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, it's great.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, just try that. And if you get to go to the schooner as well, that's on the coast,
Yeah,
Northumberland. So I've been
yeah,
there. I've
yeah. I've
stayed
been
there with the dog.
many years ago. Before I was before I was doing paranormal
Yeah,
investigations, I went in there, and
yeah,
that's it's a really interesting place.
yeah. They do great curries there.
Oh, good.
So
Old.
yeah, I've stayed there and I got the dog and I've sat in an alcove just off a bar, and the dog
Yeah.
was growling at someone, and I'd picked up this guy standing at the fireplace. He got a monocle over one eye,
Oh, wow.
and there's a lot of piracy, things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and a lot of murders on the premises. So yeah,
Oh.
definitely worth going to. Yeah,
Now,
it's
yeah.
brilliant. But they are so accommodating. Once you get to talk to them, because they're really
Yeah.
busy. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
really cool. A person's mind is the only thing that prevents them from doing something. Say to yourself, "I can do it, believe," and can't read and believe it. You will.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But mediumship is so cool, though, isn't it? Once you
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. Love this question.
Mm.
Oh God, I'm getting a reputation here at picking up weird guys. Great. Hi, Anne. Hope you well. Oh my gosh.
Brilliant.
Is there anywhere you would be nervous of going but would like to try it out?
No, I'm not. I'm not sort of nervous or scared of anything really. I'll quite happily go and sit down in a cellar on my own.
Yeah.
Or I'm more scared of the living than I am the dead. So
Yeah. Did
um,
you have a fear? Oh dear. Did you have a fear and consciously switch it off?
no, I've
Uh,
never had a fear of spirit or sort of
that's
paranormal activity or anything like that. Jump scares, so like a clown
oh, wow. Yeah.
possibly might make me go ah. But I'm not scared of sitting in a dark room, down a cellar somewhere on my own, connecting to spirit, hearing taps and bangs, or feeling a
Yeah.
touch. It's fascinating rather than scary. So,
Even if they're tapping on your bed.
sorry.
If one was tapping on your bed and you didn't know them,
Oh yeah.
scared of that?
No, I'd be interested. I'd be wanting to find out who it was, why they were there.
Yeah, I knew it was though. He's horrible. Yeah, I'd got somebody following me, and I sort of put my EDI on the bed, and something was tapping
Right.
it. Like, oh shit! So I just put my cover over my head, and it's fine.
I'd be like, no, sorry, good night, it's bedtime.
No, I just had a bit of trouble with him, to be fair. So, like, yeah, but you do meet these strange characters. Yeah, another bloke that I picked up. There you go. The cage used to be good. That's gone, hasn't it? The cage.
Oh, I've not heard of that.
Yeah. I think Mark's been there. But
Okay.
yeah, it's gone. But yeah, that used to be a really good location.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Have you ever investigated Scotland? Been all over the UK, but nothing beats a Scottish venue. That's so rude, Chris. But yeah.
Yeah, I haven't.
You haven't?
No, I'd love to go to the Edinburgh Vaults. And
Yeah.
I'd love to go. There's a castle in Scotland. Actually, it's
Cute.
where I got married, and it's my wedding anniversary tomorrow.
And my castle. I got married at the same castle, didn't I?
Oh, it was, yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yes.
We did. Yes.
I would love to investigate there. Yeah. So yes, it's our anniversary tomorrow, so I need to go back really.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
and it's not a castle anymore, is it? Well, it's just
it's abandoned, isn't it? It's just
Is it? How abandoned?
Yeah. So the hotel on the side, the sort of and the castle it's just been left to just the grounds are all overgrown and it looks awful.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
So in 2003, I booked it over the internet.
Oh, brilliant!
So we put on Google Haunted Castle Scotland, and that one came up.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got married at Cumlongan, and we stayed in Borthwick Castle as well.
Oh.
So and Borthwick. Okay, I don't like spiral staircases.
It's quite a narrow one, isn't it?
I have a major issue, and like obviously when you're getting married, and you don't kind of know like what shoes do you wear and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So it's like I spoke to the hotel. I says, "Well, what are you walking on?" Well, you had carpet, a gravel trap, spiral staircase, and get a great dress up there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's right over my head. I climbed up on hands and knees up the stairs, and luckily the video man went behind us. That's all awful. Or at the front when I get up the stairs. But my God. So you try to scramble up these damn spiral stairs, which are really tight, not get your dress all dirty.
Exactly.
Just to look right when the cameraman's up. Did you have Kaylee band as well?
Oh, we have bagpipes front.
We did. Yeah, so awesome.
The noise going up that narrow staircase and
that was
so loud and
Oh wow.
We had handful as well. So
you did. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Chris is going to Bannockburn. Awesome.
Excellent.
Oh my God. That'd be so cool. Oh my God, that'd be so amazing. Oh, enjoy that. Let us know how you get on, Chris. That is so cool. I love that castle. I really did.
Yeah.
And it was a lady who she was, well, you wrote about it, but I've mentioned it in my book actually, which I'm still writing.
Yeah.
Sent it to my mate to read. But I looked into the history of that for my book, and basically the family who owned the castle, another family wanted to get the sort of hands on it a bit, didn't they? So another family wanted to marry that woman, so they kind of arranged it.
Yeah.
And then she kind of fell off the top of the castle, didn't she?
Yeah.
Rather than get married and, with the castle, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite telling
I have
story.
to contact the landowner to see who sort of owns it or who's managing it at the moment to see if
Yeah.
I can get in there. So I'm just waiting to try sort of find
Oh,
out. I've pushed
oh,
a few fishing
yeah.
out to see if I can
Oh,
find out.
yeah. I'm going up there soon in September,
Ah, awesome.
so I can always go around D&G and find it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Let us know.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Eric's just getting fascinated by the UK, so Eric's going to be coming over to UK at some stage. And
Yeah,
yeah, Scotland. The thing is about Scotland, there's castles everywhere, and
yeah,
there's so many abandoned ones as well.
yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful place.
So yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm going for 2 weeks in September.
Oh, lovely.
I went a couple of years ago and I met 2 to 3 teams up there.
Yeah,
So that was great. You know, meet on Facebook when I met up there. So that was cool.
yeah.
Met Robbie. Don't know if Robbie's still watching. So I met Robbie up there. So yeah, so cool. But
I'm off
yeah, I'm
to
looking forward to
in
go with that.
September, so
You go where?
Wales.
Awesome.
So hopefully I'll get some castles in while I'm there.
Oh
So,
gosh, yeah.
and if I'm really good, I might be able to sneak out at the weekend and do an investigation if I can find a team in Wales to go out with.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I do. Well, I've got a dog, so it's a bit. So yeah, like when I've met in Scotland, the dogs come along.
Yeah,
So yeah, he's fine. He growls that spirit. Um, there's a castle in Scotland we went to, and we're just sitting down, and there's this long grass, and he brought a tick home with him, didn't he?
oh,
Ooh. So he got an attachment from a ghost.
oh, oh, oh,
Gross. I know. It's like, what the hell's on your head? Oh god. No. So
oh.
yeah, you know, you hear of them, but to actually see one is like
Yeah,
really revolting.
yeah, nice,
To
isn't it?
have to deal with it is even worse. Oh,
Yeah, mm.
yeah, nice. That's the right subject. So, what part of Wales are you going to?
I'm going to Cardigan Bay this
Oh
time.
yeah,
So
cool.
last year I went down to the Gower, which
Oh,
was really,
Gower. Now I
yeah,
know somebody. Well, I used to go to Gower because my mum used to go there every school holidays and stuff to
yeah.
silly. They knew who had Wobbly Castle, but I never actually
Okay.
went
Oh,
there. You know, I don't know if
yeah,
you still
we
got the
visited there
castle,
last
but
year.
yeah,
Yeah,
but wow, like we
was
were kids and they're always on about Wobbly Castle, and
yeah,
I never
yeah.
actually went, which is a shame.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen the
yeah,
photos and stuff,
yeah,
but yeah, I like Oystermouth Castle, you know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
the Catherine Bryn as well with the King Arthur's Stone, and
yeah.
I just the beaches are beautiful.
They
Yeah,
are. It is beautiful there.
yeah, I need to go back there again soon. But yeah,
Mm.
but it's just so many incredible places, though, aren't there?
There are. Yeah, this country is so beautiful, and so the history is so rich, and
That's right. Yeah,
is really important. I think with paranormal as well, history comes into it. So I think having
definitely.
history actually helps when you're investigating.
Yeah. Do you look at the history first?
I look at the history, but not so much the haunted history,
Yeah, get you.
because I think it's quite important if you're sort of looking at details, things that have happened. For example, at St Bradl's Castle, I read through some of the history, and someone had gone there, and I think they'd gone somewhere and were coming back to the castle, and they had their eyeballs gouged out. So I read
Ooh.
the history. I didn't tell anybody else, and
Yeah.
then one of the team sat there and she said, "Oh my god, my eyes," and I was like, "Well, that relates to this
Oh,
that I've
wow.
read."
Yeah.
But I think if you've not read any of the history, how do you know what when things are happening? How
Yeah.
related to what could have happened in history? So
Yeah.
yeah, reading the history is fairly important, but again, not so much the haunted history.
I'm kind of opposite because I try and pick things up, so I don't kind of want to come out with a name and already know
Yeah,
that name. So
yeah, yeah,
obviously, like Mary, Queen Mary, Queen Mary Queen of Scots seems to be at every single castle in the world.
yes,
You
yeah,
go to a castle and like you look on the internet, oh, Mary Queen of Scots.
yeah,
She's at
yeah,
so many of them. Like we've got Tutbury locally, and yeah, she was there, and yeah,
yeah.
was she at Cumlongan? I don't. I think she
Is
was at
that
Broadway.
I don't know. Yeah.
Ah, look at that. So here's some stats. 4,000 plus visits per month on the website. 70% of visitors female, 75% of the ghost event customers are female. Why do girls show more interest in your opinion? My experience shows that they do better too for the good results on the location. Oh yeah, TV's very male. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe you've answered that in a way. Maybe if the women go and if the women are interested in the paranormal,
Mm.
by having a bit of male eye candy, I'm not saying any of them are because, quite frankly, I don't think so. You know, I don't watch a lot of paranormal TV shows. But yeah, maybe that's why they've all got the little bulletproof vests on with the loads of pockets and it's always
Yeah.
black. They look like that bombs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be that.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think it's probably yeah. So what does Terry wear?
Oh, he
Sorry,
wears
mate.
um,
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but no, that's lost me. But no, yeah, yeah, they'd probably just do it for the women audience. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know, like, if it's male or females who watch TV shows,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. It would be.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
most haunted was like, yeah, so that was a mix, wasn't it? And
It was. Yeah. I mean, I don't watch much TV.
no, I just watched
Paranormal.
Friends, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
because
children take the TV over.
oh, do they? Oh, bless you. Yeah. So I watch people's lives, like,
Yeah.
from people I trust and people I know.
Hmm.
Or, sometimes I'll see a different one and then we sort of get interested in that team or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I wonder about, like, a lot of men won't sort of admit to the existence of spirit, will they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I'm not
They,
saying it's fear, uh,
yeah. That's
but
what it is. Yeah.
yeah, it could be, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, if you can't see it, therefore it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And like for years, like things happened around me, but I just ignored it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, whatever. Not
Yeah.
realizing that,
Yeah.
it's actually
That's
things
it. Yeah.
yeah. But then if you speak to people and they're like, you say what you do, and 9 out of 10 times they've got a ghost story, haven't they?
Oh, everybody has seen a ghost last
Yeah,
week, the week before, and the week
yeah,
before.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. It's quite funny.
Or it's a dust orb.
Yeah.
Look at my picture.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at this video. Look at all these white orbs in there.
Yeah. Quite often.
I know. Oh, bless. But yeah. So, what's the best evidence you've got then? Have you got any good evidence, or you're too busy
Um,
doing it basically to?
no, we had a really good picture taken 2 weeks ago at Hinchinbrook
Oh
House.
yeah, yeah,
On my page,
got
and it's
one, yeah,
it looks like a child sitting in a chair.
yeah.
That was actually a screenshot taken of a video. So if
Oh,
you
okay,
watch,
that's cool.
it kind of shows a manifestation of a light white sort of mist, sort of manifesting at the front. Then it whizzes around the room, and as it whizzes around, it actually forms that shape in the chair, and
Wow.
then moves again, and then goes back round the other way. So obviously we slowed it down and then screenshot that bit.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's quite strange how it manifested from this sort of large white blob, moved around and then sat in that shape. So we did look, and because obviously we try and debunk everything. So we looked to see if there was possibility of car lights coming through the window, which was ruled out completely.
Yeah, you always go for that one, don't you? Straight
Yeah,
away.
great. There was nobody outside in the grounds with torches. Everyone was accounted for and inside the building. We did sort of see if there was any reflections from sort of the green security lights, the fire lights and things like
How annoying!
So we tried to
How
blank them out.
annoying are they? How many times in the darkness do those
Yeah.
damn things look like they're moving?
Oh, they do, and they're so bright, aren't they? When the lights are
Yeah,
out,
I
that
know.
green is so bright.
Oh
They are
gosh, yeah.
annoying. Yeah, yeah,
It's so necessary, but yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
oh gosh, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Investigator's nightmare, aren't they then really? Like,
Yep,
oh,
absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. The brighter red one would be better, to be fair.
It would. Yeah,
Yeah, sort of red glare everywhere, and then
yeah, yeah,
people are sort of changing getting
yeah,
overshadowed. And you'll see it better for the red
yeah,
ones.
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it's great stories, and I'm glad you really enjoy it, though.
oh, I love it. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
Just how
yeah.
you get into it. So, has anyone else got any more questions? Oh, here's a mention. Past lives. We had got.
Oh yes, yeah. I've
Oh,
had a past life regression,
yeah,
and that was awesome. I'm due to go for another one soon.
awesome.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Very interesting topic.
So, who were you? What was it?
I was a little girl, started around the age of 6 or 7,
Oh, wow.
and I believe we couldn't get out of me sort of exactly where I lived. And I don't know if that's because I was so young. I
Oh, okay.
couldn't say. I'm not sure. But I lived in the woods in this, or in a wooded area in a wooden house, a bungalow.
Oh, wow.
And I was sort of looking around at everything, and then the medium that had put me under had asked me to look at the pots and pans hanging in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I then described myself, the clothes I was wearing, like a little dress, socks pulled up, my hair was flat, and then I started to cry because I couldn't find my mummy, and it turned out she asked how long mummy had been gone. Was it a long time or just a very short time? It was a short time, and it turned out mummy had gone out with daddy on the horse and cart to get some supplies from town. So, and yeah, then we just moved on. I think it was 5 years, and then another 5 years, and then finally got to my death, which I watched it. You don't sort of relive that; you just watch that as though you're watching a TV program. So I sort of saw myself, not me, but yeah, my former self, laying in bed with my family around me. Yeah, and it was the whole thing is just amazing. It really
Yeah.
is. I'm excited to go and have that done again.
Yeah, I need to sort mine out.
Yeah, do it.
I've had two, but I bottled the second one.
Oh, okay.
There's a massive reason. Oh god, I've been chatting like the spirit that I've interacted with, and I've mentioned it before on podcasts. It's at a few locations in Nottingham. When I turn up at his place, it's even come through on trance mediumship as well, and he's been to my house as well, and various things like that. And in the 1200s, I actually lived where he is now,
Oh
at the
wow.
location he is now. But talking about him, someone said that she picked up I was hung in the Galleries of Justice, which is
Okay.
also in Nottingham.
Yeah.
So then I had this past life, and I got to a stage where I was standing in court.
Oh
I
wow.
didn't want to give him a satisfaction of finding me guilty if I didn't actually kill him,
Yeah.
and I was in court for killing him. So I need to sort
Right.
this out. You mentioned Robert. Yeah, Robbie Crossan actually did my past life regression. So okay, I'm doing a book and I need to sort it out for my book, really. And I want to go and see the guy again. I am booked to go and see the spirit because I know where he lives. So yeah, but yeah, I will see him. But I want to get somebody to go in and do trance so I can have a conversation
Yeah.
with him
Yeah. That would
and
be.
get more of my history basically to ask him questions.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
That would.
I think probably been in contact with this spirit for about 6 to 8 years,
Wow.
so it's long going, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's
That's
quite a
interesting.
lot to the story as well.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to put it together. It's in my book, but yeah,
Brilliant.
Just like bits of it just click in place. It's really weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but one of the funny parts of my past life regression, I was Robbie sort of asked what I was up to. I said, "Oh, I'm going in a pub." Then I went to the pub and bought a bottle of hooch. And then in the past life, I was walking around the streets of Nottingham, absolutely hammered, falling off a curb. Yeah, and he said like I was drunk. And I've actually got this past life filmed.
Right.
I have
Yeah.
got it. I want to put it out onto YouTube along with a
Yeah.
story.
Mm.
It's just trying to piece everything together, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Piece it all together.
But
That'll
yeah,
be.
I've got it sitting in StreamYard now, so it's as long as they've overwritten it. But yeah, so
Brilliant.
Helen Jane Wonder by Jane Harris, A Nurse in the Trenches. Oh my God, cutting off
Wow.
limbs. That was called Josephine, 24.
Oh,
Oh wow,
wow.
it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
really is fascinating.
So
Yeah.
Eric's been dead loads of times, hundreds of times. Wow. But Robbie did pick up that I'd had a nice life because my first life was a peasant and a fruit seller at the castle. So yeah, so then I was this guy in my second working on cockfights and things like that. So
Wow. Yeah.
so
Yeah. I mean,
I had two grizzly ones, so I
yeah.
wanted, you
Yeah.
know, but yeah.
Brilliant.
So Chris, thoughts on elementals? I believe Black Monk of Pontefract is one. Wow. Yeah, I need to do Pontefract with you. Yeah, I need to do that. I'll
Yeah.
sort that out. I'll get some friends along and we'll, yeah. Can energy created from intense emotion take an intelligent form?
Yeah. Definitely. I think so.
Wow. Yeah, I know energy can create a form, but I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, I think so. Sort of like poltergeist activity. I think is it's more a form of energy that like than a spirit. I think
Well,
it
I've
is
caused that.
energy.
I've caused that. Telekinesis, isn't it? I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've caused that a few times.
Yeah. Yeah. You do it yourself. You don't know. You don't know you're doing it as such, but
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah. In my
Yeah.
old pub. Yeah. Somebody really wound me up one day, just about
Yeah.
to get the pizza. So I went right round to the back of the bar into the kitchen to eat a pizza, and this bloke was. I had 10 minutes to eat a pizza.
Right.
I never got a minute on my own, right?
Mm.
Because I worked a day job, then I worked the pub, and
Yeah.
weekends, nights, and everything since that pub. So I got this pizza, going to go to the kitchen, and this bloke called me. So I ignored him. He started tapping his pool cue on the
Oh.
door of the kitchen, and I was sodding fuming, right?
Yeah.
So I stopped right around the bar, and I went up to my ex and the girl behind the bar. I said, I don't bloody believe this. I said, George is, Now, I saw white thing get thrown towards the glasses. So you got these like vodka Coke glasses, tumblers.
Yeah.
You got them with like 2 layers.
Yeah.
And 2 bottom ones fell, and about 3 or 4 fell on the floor.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
it was just out of CCTV coverage.
Oh no.
Why is it always out of CCTV?
Always. Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, Nigel. Look after yourself, eh? Bless you. But yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It certainly is.
And I had an explosion down the cellar once. So once again, I'd lost it.
Mm.
So I went to a customer who was, we've got, customers come friends. Said, you wouldn't believe it, would you?
Mm.
And all of a sudden, I heard an explosion behind me down the cellar. I thought, oh my God, all that gas.
Yeah.
So you open the door, think, oh God, I've got to go down. There's no choice.
Mm.
The crash mat had fell. So where the draymen come and, they drop the barrels onto this crash mat, it's up against the wall.
Yeah.
It'd been up against the wall from the Monday delivery, through the I'm arguing this one, through the vibrations, music Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, and this was Sunday. So why didn't it fall earlier?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you try and rule
Yeah.
everything out even then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was me again. So
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's
we had a similar experience. It was a few months ago, well, a good few months ago now. The time it was again at Hinchinbrook House, but not the time a couple of weeks ago.
yeah.
It was one of the team members. She wasn't in my group, she's in another group, and the table started to move. But me and her have talked, and we believe that was because she was so angry and so worked up because she was having a few issues with people in a group, and she was getting wound up with them because it wasn't being taken seriously.
Okay.
And saying, can you see this figure? Can you see this? And she was getting so cross and so angry with everyone. She had her hands on the table, and the table started to move. So
Wow.
I think that again was a build up of just pure energy and from that person,
Awesome.
rather than spirit.
Yeah.
So I think we can move things. We can do things.
Oh yeah, there's that. Oh, what's his name? He always did things like that, didn't he? God, I forgot his name. Uri Geller, wasn't it?
Uri Geller, yes, yeah.
Right.
The power of mind,
Like
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is fantastic. We don't know how much of this we actually cause or.
No, exactly. Yeah, yeah. We don't know what half of our brain and our minds do.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue what we're linking to, or even where aliens come into it. We call it spirit, but what is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Something's telling us these stories and of these characters, but are we actually talking to the character or something totally different?
Yeah, no, we'll never know.
So, Chris, did you watch Great British Ghost with Michaela Strachan? The romance of a good ghost story that has historical reference. You can verify. It's just brilliant. Yeah, it does.
No.
When you hear some of the stories you do get, though, it is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. There's some beautiful stories.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, cheers, Chris. I want to talk to you on one of these, all right? So you and your team, all right? Well, I have asked. Oh, bless you.
I've not been to it, but
I haven't.
No.
There's going to be activity because so many people go.
Yes,
People
exactly.
are going to take energy with them anyway.
Yeah.
And you don't know, if you we went to Haunted Antiques and somebody had been to, God, was it Strelly Hall or the Village? And they'd taken a spirit from Strelly Hall and he arrived in Haunted Antiques and the guy got really
Gosh.
He got really we had to get him out of the room because he was that powerful. Who went in, but
yeah. Oh.
Bless you. We'll have to sort that. But yeah, it is incredible, isn't it? But
yeah.
East Drive is on my list, and
yeah.
I'll have to sort something.
I'm at East Drive in June, October, and then I think it's August next year. So I've got 3 bookings for East Drive. But
wow, that's just plain greedy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's with not my team. It's with Searching for Spirit. I'm there with them.
Yeah, that's nice though.
Yeah.
It is good. Like Chris has been there. Like how many times? You did ridiculous number of times. What was it?
I think you said 100.
130. Yeah. My God.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I know. How cool is that?
Brilliant.
So yeah, haunted houses events. That's it. If anyone wants East Drive, there you go. And if you want, you can come on and talk about East Drive. I'm sure I'll change the topic quite quickly. So I don't know that much, but yeah, there is something else in Pontefract as well, isn't there? An abbey or something.
Oh, I don't know.
Castle, Pontefract Castle. There's building there, isn't there? What I'd like to go to see as well.
Yeah, I think there's quite a lot around there. It's quite a historical area, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh way. But yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Anyway, it's been brilliant, and yeah, and look after yourselves, won't you? Oh, it's Castle. It's Castle in Pontefract.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if I went there, I want to go to the castle first
Yes.
to
Yeah.
see what you could take from the castle to
Yeah. Take it back.
the Shrine. I've done that before at Gresley. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your questions, and Emily, thanks
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us.
It's been a
Thanks for
pleasure.
speaking to you. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.